I will try not to get as emotional as I do sometimes with the
Okay.
story, but it
And I
is an
invite your
emotion.
feelings if you're
Yeah,
comfortable, just to be clear.
it is a very emotional story. So Chris was a young man. He was, for your audience sake, he was the All-American high school student athlete.
Mm,
He was a great student in the classroom, and we're talking A type student. And along with that, he also was a great football player, basketball player, track athlete. He had a great faith. He was the all-American kid that every coach in America would want, be a part of their team. And now his athletic talent was more of a Division III level, but I could give the qualities of Chris to, I don't care what level. Signetti at Indiana would look at the qualities and said, if he had this other measurable, I'd take him in a heartbeat just because of who he is. And so Chris comes to school. We were very fortunate. He decided to come to Luther College. Well, his very first year, this is 2010. And so Chris had arrived on campus in August, and it's October 16th in 2010. Chris had worked his way. He was a backup defensive back. He was playing special teams. We're in the third quarter, early third quarter. We had just scored, got some momentum going, and Chris is on the kickoff team. He's going down the field. He goes in to make a tackle, and he doesn't get up. He's lying motionless on the ground. And this is about 20 yards from where I'm standing on the sideline. And what had been a loud crowd and excited crowd, it was complete silence. And as I walked out there, athletic trainers are already stepping into place, doing their thing. And I walk out there and he's got no movement. Now he is conscious, which was a good thing. He's conscious. A few minutes, a couple of minutes pass and his parents come down from the stands. All right. His oldest sister comes down from the stands. Other medical personnel come up. After about half an hour, 45 minutes, they transport him to ER. We did go ahead and finish the game, but as we're finishing the game, in talking to the team, I could hear a helicopter. And now we're in Decorah, Iowa. There's only two reasons a helicopter's in the air. One, they're crop dusting a field. The other one is they're life flooding people from Decorah to Rochester, Minnesota, and Mayo Clinic. I knew that time of day, that's Chris. I knew what was happening without even hearing from anybody. And so I come off the field and the, excuse me, the athletic director or athletic trainer comes to me and goes, Mike, Chris is being life flight. I said, yeah, I could hear the helicopter. And he goes, they're telling us he's got a 3% chance of moving below his neck. And, my heart's just dropping even more than what it already had been. And so I kind of quickly got some things together. My wife ran to the convenience store to grab essentials for Chris's family, knowing that she was smarter than I was in the moment. She remained very calm and that they'd only come here to watch the game and drive home. And so we jumped in the car and we drove up to Rochester. And I remember walking into the hospital and I'm going down this hallway to where the waiting room is where I know Chris's family is at. And I could see one figure standing in the hallway, and that was Chris's mom. The same mom who basically 7 months earlier, said to her, like I would say an Eddie coach in America would say, well, when your son comes here, we're going to take care of him. And of course, my thought is I just failed miserably right there. And so
Why
we
did you
get,
fail?
yeah, well, let him get hurt. And even though I know it's a part of the game, her son is now lying, waiting for surgery. She turned to me though, as I got close, gave me a hug and said, Mike, they're saying a 3% chance at movement below the neck, but we are going to believe in that 3%.